this sounds epic. Listen. Oh yeah. Right everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the installation for the DS3 new uprated filter. We've got to get this done tonight. It's Friday night. I've come down to the local supermarket and we're in the underground car park, so we've got some good light, there's no rain, so we're going to smash this out. We are going to smash this out tonight. Basically, if you haven't seen part 1, go and watch it. It's in the corner, or that corner, one of the corners. Go and watch part 1. It was a little bit of a failure, only because I got to the point where I was about to install everything and the size of the neck of the air filter was too small. I should have realised that way earlier, but there you go, I didn't, and was having a few problems. In fact, if you haven't already commented or you haven't sort of noticed in the video, I actually had the MAF sensor pointing the wrong way. The arrow should have been pointing towards the turbo, not to the air filter. So that's one thing I went wrong. Obviously the other was the filter neck was too small, so we couldn't connect that properly. So even if I had thought about my mistake with the arrow pointing the wrong way and should have just changed that over just to give that a go, we would have still had the problem with the neck not being wide enough and potentially would have caused some problems anyway. So we've got a new air filter. We've actually gone with a program, not a large one. Hopefully this one is going to still fit in the cage. That's the idea. That's why we bought the Dorenza kit, because I want it in the box, in the cage, to keep the hot air away from it in some respects. So we're going to try and smash this out right now. So let's crack on. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get out of the car and let's get this going. Right guys, I'm not going to bore you at this point. We are just going to get this removed as quickly as possible. It shouldn't take that long at all. We're just going to get this pipe off. I'm ready to basically be in a position to have everything. Yeah, let's just get it ready, because I don't want you to see all this. We've done this last time, so let's just get it done and be back in a moment like this. Right guys, we are now in a position to get everything fitted now. We're going to get this all done. Let's start with let's get in the silicone hose on this side first, plugging this in, and then we can get the cage in as well, and then we can just fit it all up. So let's get this, yeah, let's see, maybe we'll get the cage in first. Right guys, we've got the silicone fitted now and we've hooked this up. This isn't the greatest of fit, as I say. Really, this needs to come down by a couple of centimeters, so this gives it's a little bit tight. To be fair, it's not quite at the right angle, but so it would have been nice that to be lower, but I can't go any lower than that on the silicone. It's actually pushed all the way in, so that's as good as we're going to get that. Now let's get the box in, try and get that working, and then get the air filter on, and fingers crossed we can make this work. Right, I'm so much happier with that. So we got the cage in, and I actually managed to get the bracket just underneath there into the same hole, mounting hole that's on the car. So this is now solid in here. So that's a result. We didn't get that done last time, so that's more stable. And then we've got the bolts to go on here and the lid to go on. So happy with that so far. Now let's try and get the MAF on and the air filter in the box. It's going to be tight. I'm not sure if this is going to actually fit, but we hope so. Right, let's try and get this done. Right guys, we've gone with this program filter. This is the PRCC 12076 neck diameter, but we've got some reducing rings as well to help, but we also need to get this MAF sensor on. Now I do know this is going to be slightly smaller, so I'm just worried that we're not going to have enough rings. Okay, let's go, let's get this done. Right, bloody hell guys, that was a tight fit. To be fair, I wasn't even sure that was going to actually fit, but that's where we are. So she is in. Not the best of fits, I have to say. So we may run into a few problems, but she's on. So we just need to sort out the wiring down to the MAF now. We don't want it overstretched, so I'm just going to undo this a little bit further, and then we're going to go and get some tape and get this taped up so it's safe, because this is so important. We don't want to overstretch the wires, and we definitely don't want to be breaking these wires, or we'll be in major trouble. But that's how she looks so far. So we're just going to take this off. Hopefully we can get it out. A bit of a definitely tight in there. There you go. Let's get the lid on and pray that this starts okay. Yeah, she's on. Definitely not the best fits, but okay. Right, I think we've got enough just to get it to sensor now. We're going to plug it in. Is it that way around or this way around? There we go. It's a little bit tight, so we'll have to look at that. As I said, I don't want it overstretched. So, right, we are in a position potentially to start this now, and fingers crossed. We've got the airflow going right. Now this starts okay. Well, let's go and have a look. Oh, I'm nervous. Right guys, moment of truth. Let's go and see if this starts. Right. So hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. Make sure we're out of gear. Alright, let's go. Not liking it, though it is a cold start. See if it calms down. Okay, it's calmed down. Oh. Okay, well it's not running lumpy, and that sounded good. Does sound good. We seem to be okay. Well, the engine seems to be okay. We'll leave it running for a few minutes because it is a cold start. We've been here a little while. But we don't seem to have any problems. It's not juddering like it was. So we've now got the MAF sensor on the right way. It was a little bit jumpy on the cold start, but it didn't sound too bad. God, it does sound good though. And that's what we were aiming for, the sound. Right, let's just keep it warmed up for a bit, and then we'll take her around a block and see what she sounds like. But it seems to be okay. I think what we're going to do, we're going to take a break. We're going to go and get some wiring That's a little bit stretched. I don't like that. We do need to have a look at that. I don't like that in case that pulls. So we do need to sort it out. But while I'm here, let's get the top on. Let's get cleared up. And I think we've done all right, you know, guys. I think this might have just worked. Right, guys, I've just got the lid on. So I managed to get 2 screws in here, which looks pretty epic. So we've been running now for a few minutes and everything seems to be okay. But that's all nice and secure now. That's not going anywhere. It's not going to rattle. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it off. We're going to go and get some tape, get this wrapped so it's nice and safe, and then we're going to whiz it around the block. Excited. So guys, at the moment that's looking pretty cool. What we're going to do is we're just going to turn off the car and then we're going to go take a quick break, go and get the tape, and then come back and whiz this around the block. And hopefully she's going to sound epic. I can't wait. Let's go. Right guys, moment of truth. Let's jump in, let's go and take this for a ride. Let's go and see if she's all okay. I'm praying this is all good. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but wow. Right, let's try and take you on a ride with me. There's nothing on the dashboard. It sounds all good. She seems to be running okay. So let's go and get some petrol. We're running a little bit low. And right guys, I'm excited. Everything seems to be running okay. On the cold start, it does a couple of strange things, but it generally did that on the cold start anyway. So right, let's go and whiz this around the block and see how she sounds. We're going to go to the petrol station now and go and get some petrol because we're running a bit low. But everything at the moment seems okay and it sounds epic. Yeah. Right, let's see. I'm going to try and take you with me, but it's a little bit difficult. I've got no mounts. But it seems to be working, which is great news. But let's take it out. We're not all in the clear yet because we haven't driven it yet. So let's take it out and see if there's any stutters. I mean, hopefully it just doesn't completely kaput on me, but it sounds okay at the moment. Right, let's go. Right, I'm going to mount you here. It's not the best of places and you probably can't see that well, but hopefully we can hear together on the first drive. So let's go. Wish me luck. You're not great. See if we can move you around a bit better. There we go, that will have to do. Right, you ready? Let's go. Please don't conk out. Hopefully we'll be all okay. Right, let's go. Well, we're not going to put any load on it yet, so we can get out of the car park. I was saying that, I've just realised I haven't got my wallet on me, so we're not going to be able to get petrol, which is rather annoying because we're running a little bit low, but we're okay. But let's see if we I mean, it's not doing anything right now. Let's get out of here. Okay, right, here we go. You still with me? Right, so it's going to be a little bit dark, guys, but just afraid that's how it is. Let this young lady go. Okay. Okay, we seem alright. I know it's a little bit dark, guys, but it's just really just a... Oh, that sounds nice. Yes! You might not be able to pick that up on the camera, and I know it's super dark. You just have to bear with me. Can't feel any loss of power. We are running a bit low on petrol, to be honest. I know that's not going to make any difference to keep going on about petrol, but there's no loss of power, or it certainly doesn't feel that way. There's a nice sound at the end of changing gears. Yes. I think we might have cracked it, guys. I know you can't see anything, and I do apologise. It's dark and it's rubbish, but I think we've cracked it, or at least at the moment. Like, I'm not getting any faults. Everything is reading okay, and it sounds alright, you know. It's not a massive sound, but then we haven't got a downpipe. We haven't got, obviously, a recirc valve on it to give it additional noise as well. But I just wanted a little bit more noise from this thing, and it sounds good, you know. Yeah, I'm not feeling any loss of power at all, so we might have done all right on this. Sounds nice. Right, guys, you can't see anything at all, so this is useless, but it's sounding good. This sounds epic. Listen. Oh yeah. Right, guys, I think we're going to call it on this video, but she's sounding pretty good. Doesn't sound too bad at all. Right, guys, I think we're going to call it on the video. It's late, I'm tired, it's time to get home, but she's sounding pretty good. No faults have come up, and we've just driven for like 10 minutes, so it seems all good at the moment. Yeah, time will tell, but hopefully, fingers crossed, everything is just seems to be working okay, but we've got a good sound. Nice. A little bit of sound now from the air filter, which is really what I was trying to achieve here. So as I say, hopefully no faults come up and it doesn't cause any problems, but time will tell. Right, let's get back home. I'm going to call it on this video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well, and leave a comment, please, and give us a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. We've got some more stuff planned for this DS3. So yeah, a big shout out to actually, while I've got you, a big shout out to Pug One Off. He gave me a couple of bits of advice. Probably going to take a trip up there. We're going to get the short shifter fitted, and they can take a look and see if this is not going to blow up. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Right, everybody, to my absolute annoyance, I've just got an engine fault come up. It's now asking me to, yeah, literally 2 days of driving, no issues, and suddenly had the engine light just come up, and then this has come up. So I don't know why that's happened. There shouldn't be any reason. Here we go. So I'm just going to put everything back for the moment. We're just going to put everything back really quickly, and then take it down to plug one off and see if they can get this working correctly. Right guys, I've put everything back. So if we get an engine fault now, I'm going to be pissed. But I don't really understand it, to be honest, as to why it's come up with a fault, but it has. So let's start the car, let's have a look. Fucking annoying. Might have to run it for a bit. If it's come up with a fault, potentially it's going to be there now. Well, I'm going to close it, go for a drive and see if it goes off. Right everybody, so I've put everything back and I've taken it for a drive for a bit, and the fault has now gone, which is fantastic. But the annoying thing is, I still want that setup, so I need to work out why that is happening. Right guys, so oh, you can't see me at all. So yeah, I've taken everything out. Let's see if we can put this light back up so we can get a better light. So yeah, I've ended up putting everything back, to my annoyance, and the fault has gone. Now what's even more annoying is potentially the fault could have gone anyway if I'd left it, so I'm not sure why that happened. So we're in two minds. We might put it back, see if the fault comes up again, knowing that we can put this back how it was and the fault would go again. So yeah, a little bit annoyed that we got to that point, because yeah, I mean it sounds great, so, but I'm glad the fault's gone. So that means that there isn't a problem with the engine or the turbo or anything else. The fault has cleared itself. So we just need to find out why that is happening. A couple of the sensors, or one of the sensors, isn't put on, but that's not unusual. And as I say, some of the advice I got was that it should run absolutely fine that way. So we just need to understand or work out why that might be. Put everything back. I think what we needed a little bit more time. We'll put it back again, test it, see if it happens again, if the fault comes up, because there was no problem with the engine, there was no problem with the speed, the turbo kicking in or anything. So I think we'll do that. We'll see if the fault comes back again. If it does, then obviously that setup, yeah, the car's not going to like that setup, so we'll have to work out a different route.